Hello, my homies, and welcome back to another episode of the Please Do Tell podcast. I'm your homegirl, Ronnika, and someone is here in a shirt that I'm just like, but he's still my
Oh
cousin.
man, don't be a hater. Shout out to the Go Broncos. Come on now. It is me, Jeffrey. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Look, that reminded me of Mace real quick of his song Welcome Back.
And
Remember?
then it's another show they used to do. Welcome,
That
was
was
it Welcome Back, Connor?
yeah,
Connor,
yeah,
Connor.
yeah. Don't act
Okay.
like we was that old enough to remember that.
I
Like
mean, I don't remember any shows, but I just remember the ditty. Ooh, okay, that'll come up later. Whoa.
Freudian slip. Hey.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So, how was your holiday?
Holiday was great. It was had an opportunity to spend it with the group home. I cooked. Uh Shout out to all cooks for Thanksgiving. All right. All right. So I'm a little
Yeah.
biased. I'm just gonna throw
Oh,
it out here
okay.
and maybe get some good or bad feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But I had reached out and was talking. I had reached out to you and a few of my other female friends, and was like, "How do you make this dish?" Blah blah blah. And then I was like, they're not gonna be able. These millennial women out here. Uh,
I mean, maybe.
so
No.
I had to go to the next generation. I had to go one up. So I hit up my aunt, and she was helping me with dressing. Blah blah blah. But I will tell you this: the amount of prep that comes with it. I
Mm-hmm.
totally, totally, totally respect the process
Mm-hmm.
because if you're cooking for six or more, I mean, you're giving up rest, your finances. It's expensive,
Yeah.
but the fruits of your it's a real deal fruits of your labor, real deal fruits of your labor. But it was great just to have, just the camaraderie that comes with it. I watch football, per usual. But it was a good day. It was a good day. How about yourself?
I chilled. So the Wednesday, the eve to Thanksgiving, my sister and I went to do a here comes Cooper. Went to do a foot detox in Berrien Springs, and while we were there, first of all, that was amazing. Like it was, so your feet are put in this water basin and with salts and it pulls out the different toxins, so it changes the color of the water. And whoa, just whoa. So um that was the eve to Thanksgiving, and then the actual day by wore me out because there were more than just Cooper in the house that had four legs. It was a bit much. So come Friday, before the snowstorm came, everybody got up out of here, and I was left by myself, and it was great.
Now, I have a couple questions.
Okay,
Couple
go ahead.
questions. Uh, First, with the foot detox,
Mm-hmm.
did you feel any different with it, or like what was the feeling? Because I've seen it before, and I've even one time I was in New Orleans. I think we were in New Orleans, like as a group for
Mm-hmm.
someone's birthday. Um, and I had to get a foot massage because my feet was hurting just that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But your feet is very important. So
Yeah.
explain this foot massage to us.
So my sister arranged everything, and she was telling me like weeks ago, like, "Oh my gosh, don't you want to do this salt?" I was like, "I don't know what she's talking about." So the day of, I was thinking like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait because I really need a pedicure." And then she said, "Oh no, no, this isn't what this is." What you mean? Like, I want. What you mean? She said, "No, it's more of like the detoxing of your body. You're able to see like what toxins are going to come out in the colors of the water." So I'm like, okay, is this gonna hurt? Did not hurt. It was so soothing. I even have one right here. So this is one of the rocks that I brought home. that I'm able to, I guess, warm it up or something. I know that there's warmers. I have something in there too. First of all, I'm just trying to get in tune with my natural self. So this is a start. We had like the ball. They were, this is just the shape of a heart, but she had actual balls that were hot, and you were able to put them in a towel, have them around your neck while you were soaking your feet. You're able to watch the water change colors, and then afterwards, so that was for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then afterwards she just talks about like, hey, this is why the color, this is why the water turned this color. And I'm just like,
They explain it to you.
yes,
Okay.
afterwards.
Oh,
And
wow.
then they encourage, she said, now you don't have to keep coming back to me, but of course I would encourage it. So she said, at least after 3 more tries, you'll see like the different colors, if it changes and all that, and what you should do. But she really encouraged after we got home, she said for the next week or so, just really, really hydrate. Okay, all right. But the other thing that they have is a salt cave. It's almost
Okay.
like a sauna,
Hmm.
which we weren't able to try that, but I will next time. But yeah, it was very relaxing. And so mine was more of joints and arthritis, and I just with getting older and like like, woof, yeah, I don't know, but now I just feel like, oh yeah, I can roll right out of bed. It's crazy, like a
Well,
serious
I
detox.
look. I will say to anybody because you don't think of it. You know, you used to pop up, boom, I'm in, I'm gone, but you definitely have to stretch
Oh,
if you want to have longevity without complexity. Then you must stretch. Yeah, I'm learning that. Y'all see me now? I was when you were talking, I'm over here because right now I even, I got a
mm-hmm.
little neck issue. I even had to change my chair. Yeah, like you better make sure because you get one of these.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is it. It was maybe a few weeks ago. Stephanie, our director, she was just telling us about the importance of stretching and had us out there like, and then you can do that. Mind you, this woman is, I don't even tell her because she looks great for her age, but she's got at least a decade on us. But she was down on that floor like, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to stretch this. I was like, what? So when we were at the carousel, because we were at a winter festival yesterday, um, and there's a carousel. And if you know a carousel, it goes up and down. So, of course, when I got on the elephant, it was in the down position. When the carousel stopped, my black ass was at the top. And I was like, oh no, how do I get down? I'm like, I gotta get down. And Stephanie was like, you just throw your leg over. And then I said, but I can't touch the ground. It's not there. She said, it's right there. Just stretch it a little bit more. I was like, oh, okay. But I realized that I need to stretch more.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I will.
So yeah.
I firmly stand by it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because I got random, because I'm looking around, but I got random exercise equipment, like a lumbar that I can roll my back and everything. Like, yeah, it's because, I played sports and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even though you didn't continue on, professionally, you still use those joints, you know.
Is that the thing with the bars on the side of the tire and you roll it?
Mm-mm. The lumbar, well, this thing is it may not even be called a lumbar, but it looks like a cone. Like it looks like a cylinder.
Okay.
Taking us
Cylinder.
back to when we was in kindergarten.
Elementary. Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
elementary.
A cylinder, but it's hard. So you can actually lay on it and roll.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Okay. All right.
Man, when I'm having a little issue like with rotator cuff, I mean
Mm-hmm.
it makes I went to this is random. I went to the doctor and they sent me to physical therapy and they were like, you played sports. I was like, man, like, how do you know that? He said, I can feel that it's a part of your muscle that's here. It's just you, well, of the bone that's used up. Like it's a gap. So that's why you feel pain at times. I said, damn, man, I should have threw out a few more people at second
I
base.
mean, just saying, you should have
Yeah,
been doing a whole lot more of this.
yeah. So I learned that I gotta, stretch and move and um yeah, yeah. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah,
Okay. Hey, yeah,
yeah. You
okay.
got you
So
got to take care because you only got one,
note to self,
or
stretch more.
things will get real complex.
Real. Like yeah. Oh
Okay.
man.
All
Yeah.
right.
When you
Capiche?
hit people, my back locked up. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's because
I
you
got it.
haven't been moving it around.
Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. All right, you all. Let's get ready for story time.
Hey, hey.
Okay. So you all, I posted a video, a clip from, I feel like it was an episode from this summer, Jeffrey, and
Mm-hmm.
so many people were laughing because they said, I can't believe you all were talking about struggle plates at the very end of an episode. I said, listen, those last two segments, foolishness file and rapid fire, you just don't know what's going to happen.
Well,
We try to keep,
keep it interesting. Keep it interesting. Plus, anyway, we want to
yeah,
be genuine.
yeah.
A lot of people are
Yeah.
not genuine these days. They just
Hmm.
want to give you something. But no, we try to, interesting and genuine.
Yeah.
Or I'll say GI,
Oh,
not IG, because they're not,
like it.
giving us anything. So I call
Like
GI.
it. I
We
like
try
it.
to keep it genuine and interesting.
I like it. I like it a lot. So, in this story time, we're talking about gratitude in real life. So, we're going to share stories about clearly gratitude.
What you mean?
And
What you mean gratitude?
so, a moment where someone showed up for you or a season that taught you thankfulness.
All right, all right. Well, man.
Oh. Or an unexpected gratitude, like a lesson, a person, or a moment that changed your perspective.
Well, actually, I can give you one.
Oh, please do
uh,
tell.
so, I was standing outside of my building, and it's pretty busy. Typically, maybe I would say 7,500 people walk past my building. 2,500 to 10,000 people walk past the building every day.
A day?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah. So, I'm standing outside my building, but I'm around the corner, and then this one lady comes out with her dog. But I'm standing out here talking to a friend, and she, like the New York way, just kind of jars her way through. But the Midwesterner in me was like, "You can say excuse me,"
Mm-hmm.
and then she starts yelling at me, and I'm like, "Again, you can say excuse me." All right, that was the premise. That's the I want to hear. That's the foundation.
Yeah.
Well, one day I was coming home a week later, and as I'm crossing the street, of course, um, no, just as before I'm crossing the street, this elderly Hispanic lady looks at me and says, "Can you help me across the street?" Now, mind you, it's New York. No one ever says, "Can you help me to do anything?"
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was shocked. I was like that she had the courage in today's society still to trust
Yes.
that
Yes.
somebody would help her across the street. But I was like, man, this is a me and my grandma moment. Of course,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
genuine. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Got her across the street. She was like, "Where do you live?" I said, "I live a block up." She said, "I live a couple blocks the other way." She said, "But I'm good." I was I was like, "Okay, cool." Walk off. As I'm walking, guess who I see?
Girl and the dog.
Girl with the dog, and it totally changed my perspective immediately. 'Cause I had did something. I had did something good, but it totally changed my perspective. I was like, but I gave her the New York. Walked straight ahead, didn't even look at her because she was not going to take away my blessing blessing.
Yeah.
I mean, and my blessing, and what I mean by that, my blessing, my experience, because it was I ain't get nothing from that walking that
Mm-hmm.
older lady across the street, but it was gratifying. You know what I'm saying? So when you say gratitude, so the crazy part about it, this is how fate is. Not 15 steps later, a lady is walking across the street, jaywalking. Ah, and she has a cart, and as she turns in front of me on the sidewalk, her wallet falls out of her jacket
No way.
right in front of me.
You're so full of BS.
And the next thing I said, "Hey, to New York," because hey, I don't know who you are, but definitely I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah.
And I turned around because it was Thanksgiving. It was like
Yes.
it was like
Yes.
the day before Thanksgiving. I said, "Hey, this is yours." She said, "Oh, thank you so much." I said, "Hey, we teamwork," and walked right on around her and went right into the house. Yeah, like teamwork. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's
So
still
that
some
was
good people in this world.
that's my story of gratitude.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah, yeah. That's random. That's
Yeah.
random, and that
Yeah.
happened in like 6 minutes of each other. Yeah, 6 minutes. Because it took me and the elderly lady. It took us a minute to cross the street because we crossed the avenue and then we had to cross the street. So we had to do a 2 for 1. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was crazy. Crazy.
Oh
I had
man,
fun though. I had fun. It
that's
was like keep a good spirit of
always.
gratitude going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on now. Saturate the atmosphere. Come on. So for me, and just reflecting on this past weekend. So my cousin, okay, so let me go back a little bit. I believe it was September, October. I was gathering cousins from because I know I've talked about before about retracing their steps and me finding family and the name change and all that. So also realizing that a lot of these family members that I'm finding, they don't know the ones that are already established. Like they don't know that branch of the tree.
You haven't
I
introduced them yet.
no, I haven't. So I was like, oh, let's get on a Zoom call and just chat. So this was after like some months of meeting cousins in California. I said, oh my goodness, you need to meet the ones that are in the Midwest because there's so many similarities. And so that was like a cool intro. So then I work, life, all of that, and I let maybe a month or two go by. So one of my cousins reached out and was like, are we gonna do another session? Cause we got this, and this to do as a family.
Accountability.
I said, okay, girl, like get it together, get us together. She went the extra mile and said, I'm gonna reach out to my aunt who has the family history and I'm gonna tell her to join the next one.
Mm, mm, mm. Now she can really what's that one meme? Uh see on your cousin's side.
Yes, yes. I know you can't code them. I know you
Right.
can't code them. So she joined, and this was the first time that my sister's meeting her. And my cousin was like, and don't she look like the rest of the talking about me? Don't she look like the rest of the Steels? And then she said, yes, all in here. It's
Mm,
all in here.
mm,
And I thought, oh my gosh, okay. So she got on there telling us like all the family history that she knows, which of course encouraged me to say like, okay, well we gonna meet again in 2 weeks because we missed some people this time and we want to add more. So I was reaching out to my first cousins because was any of none of my first cousins have joined yet. So one of them I reached out and I said, hey, we're gonna do another one. He said, here go my email. I'm gonna make the next one because I had to remember people are traveling for the holiday. So with us putting that together on a Sunday, it was like you may get some and you may not.
but they could
But
be
it
on their
was
phone. They could be on
right,
their
no, but
phone. Yeah.
like they didn't see it if they're driving. That's what I mean. Like if they got because I sent it out late.
They
You wanted me to
driving.
call them?
No, sometimes they just audio.
Oh yeah, that too. That too.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
too. But I
Sometimes
didn't
they
have
just
his
want to be
email
a
address,
part of it.
so
No, I'm
I
just throwing it out there. I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
throwing it out
I
there.
got you. I got you like by any means necessary. I got it.
Especially when they talking about we need
Yeah.
more. We need
Yeah,
more.
we
We
need
need
more.
more.
We need more. We need more. So I'm already having them they're already RSVPing for the next session. I'm like,
That's dope. That's dope.
this is, and then she said, well, I'm gonna reach out to such and such because they know more. And I said, bring them in the Zoom room. Like, please bring them in. So I am just grateful in this season of gratitude for those family members that was like, oh no, you started this, so we finna keep it going.
Continue. Continue.
Yes.
Continue.
So that's my gratitude for this way. And I'll have updates for after the next session because this is gonna keep going.
Tag in that next generation. And then you can be
Yes.
like a moderator. And then all of a sudden they'll put the rest of the people in.
Mm-hmm.
The rest in their age bracket. Look, I was talking. This is random. I guess we'll talk about that later. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But,
'Cause
yeah,
we just gonna fly into at the playground.
you know.
Playground. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My sister was like, I need you to stop clearing this throat because it's not clearing nothing. Haters. Gotta have them.
Oh man.
Um,
Hey, it's just part.
it's just a little, just a little.
Just a little
So
part.
I want you to think of a time in childhood or young adulthood that taught you the values of gratitude. Oh no,
Look,
that taught you. No.
take me back to a little kid. Oh yeah, that one just popped in my head. Just like
Here we go. Here we
'cause I had a
go.
little bit of an idea, but I got another idea. Um, no, when we were younger, in growing up, they had a state competition called Young Alters.
Here we go.
All right. So in Young Authors, it was like the kids from each grade that were like the best writers.
Mm-hmm.
Um Allegedly, no, not allegedly, but I was in that group like year after year after year after year. I don't know why, but
I don't either. No, just kidding.
but yeah, it was crazy. My first time was like in kindergarten, and then my second time was in first grade. Well, I wrote this one. I'd never forget it. I remember when Miss Neely, shout out to Miss Neely, um, she said to us, "You got to write this. We want you to write a story um, about anything that you want." And imagine being 6 years old with the opportunity to write a story about anything that you want. So I didn't have with a limited vocabulary. Well, I came up with this whole story called Twins for Friends. And the only reason why I came up with this story called Twins for Friends is because I had my two best friends in first grade. They were my friends. So I wrote about my friends. And shout out to Corey and Carlton Epps because I wrote this story in young authors in first grade called Twins for Friends. No, twins. It was twins for friends. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, excuse me. That was years ago. I mean, I would put it on the record. That was 30 years ago, at least. But the thing is, here, I knew what I wanted to write, and I knew this early on in life. But my aunt told me, she said, "You know what you want, but you're thinking too fast than how you're putting it on paper. So you get lost in your thoughts. So you'll be saying a whole sentence and it'll turn into a paragraph in the sentence. So I was, that was early. So since I had a twin for friend, I
Mhm.
reached out to Corey. He had the best penmanship out of Corey, Carlton, his brother, and myself.
Yeah.
My penmanship was terrible. If you know me now, it's terrible. But Corey actually wrote it for me to go to state for young authors.
That's so
And
crazy.
then I wrote the story. Well, I came up with the story, but he actually did the penmanship for it because I could not do it. So that is a story early that I learned of gratitude. So my mom made me go to the store and get him a card. And I remember giving, like, at the end of the year, they used to do end of the year assemblies. Uh, I had to give him a card and thank him because he wrote that for me. Uh,
Wow.
so shout out to Corey Epps. Yeah, that's my homeboy. Yeah, I
We
ain't
have to
talked to him in a
tag him.
long time. So we definitely have to tag him. That
Mhm.
story's about him.
Wow.
Yeah, them Epps twins. Yeah, they were my best friends when we were young, young, young. I haven't seen them since graduation from high school.
No.
Visually, I haven't seen them since. Yeah, yeah, graduated from high school. But yeah, I see them like on the book,
Mhm.
social media, things of that nature. I see at least one of them.
Yeah, right. I'm like, we see
They're in my
one.
family. But the crazy part about it that he just got married, right?
Yeah, Corey did.
Okay. The crazy part about that story is I wrote that it's twins for friends. The woman that he just married, she was in that class, Vanessa. We were all in that class together in first grade. Yeah. Crazy story. Yeah.
Her and I worked together at my first job.
Wow.
Like I remember when she got pregnant with her first child. Like yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
five, well, they did say 5 degrees separation, but that was just a public school.
It's right there. It's right there.
I was just going to the public schools
Oh,
together.
that's it. I mean, in a small town, that's it.
Right,
That's it.
right.
That's it. That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I'm on
Um,
fire tonight. I just
I
want to
mean,
let you know
clearly,
I'm on fire
clearly,
tonight.
clearly. All right. So I decided to bring out my first. Is it's so faded, but oh, you can't even see Holy Bible on here.
I
We
was
can
gonna
see
say
on the
that's
side.
your Bible.
This
I
this
know
is
a Bible when I
yeah.
see one.
This is my first one. It even has I think the date of when I was baptized. My aunt Joyce got me this Bible. Aunt Joyce de France. There's a lot of stuff going on in here
I
that
think I met her once
I'm sure you. Oh yeah, because she came to a Youth of the Year.
because she came to the club and I introduced her to the club. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
learned later that y'all
Oh,
became to each other. Yeah.
and do you know the fun fact of her coming into the club? She used to own that building.
Oh wow. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It was like a flea market, not a, but like a. It was like different shops in there before it turned into a club. Like not the club like Boys and Girls Club that we knew it, but remember for a minute it was like a
Days.
yeah, yes. Before that, she had the building.
It was a few things.
It was a few things. It was a few things. I'm going through just like the stuff that's in my Bible, my Grammy. Like clearly she was official. You couldn't mess with her like a whistle. So I
I
say I
like
have a
the
little bit of
ribbon. The
yeah,
Bible
just
ribbon.
it's just right here. But this is what I wanted to when I learned about thank you. Why is this still in my Bible? I don't even want to say how many years later, but the message on my envelope, and I remember passing this to my granny. Do you have 50 cents I can put in church?
Oh. Ha! Nobody can say no to a kid like that. That's all.
But she gave me the 50 cents. That I learned about. She said, "So your allowance is?" I was like, $5. She was like, "So 10% of that is 50 cents. So you mean that you spent your tithes? So you need a loan? You ain't gonna pay me back, are you? I don't know, Granny. I don't know. So that was my first moment of like learning. I learned about it previous because I knew I was supposed to have that 50 cent to put in the offering plate. But her walking it down in such a gentle way of this is how you have to operate moving forward.
Of
To this day,
understanding.
I can say thank you. So that would be my. I once you were talking, I was like, wait, I know there's something I want to revisit. But so my grandmothers, yeah, they went through this Bible and highlighted for me as a little girl and everything. So,
You don't even read a
um,
new Bible.
okay, it's like the word don't change. It stayed the same. So, yeah, that's even tissue, you know. Just you just
Just in case you
that's
get a little, just in case you want to weep.
that's how you know you were going to church with your grannies, with the elders. All that stuff in your Bible, like why it used to be a little flat pen, like a pen that I'm able to just take notes or whatever. That used to be in here too. I'm clearly ran out of ink, but this is my first Bible, guys, and thank you to my grannies.
I learned through, with church is like you said with the grannies and stuff. You can cry and it's okay to have those tears of joy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
didn't, as a kid. You like, well, every time I cried, I was in trouble. I wanted something. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what church did for me.
Yeah.
Specifically, well, grannies, at the church with the tissue.
The tissue, the mints, whatever's in their bag. Yes, yes. Okay. Are you ready for culture check? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So I want to talk about some holiday rituals unique to the family. I know I don't know if I have. I think I'm sure I talked about this before. Shout out to Kendra and her family in Texas. When I was living in Texas and I wasn't able to come back home to Michigan, I spent the holidays, especially Thanksgiving with them. Before, I mean, it's that family is huge. It's huge. And I love a big family. I do. I love a big family. But when I say huge, like they're also very tall. Like everybody just like
Everybody's John. You
everybody's over 6 feet. Everybody. Even grandma is I'm just like, oh, okay, all right. But the cool thing is before you eat, they do this huge circle because you in Texas, so you can be outside even in December or November, December. It's still a little warm.
hmm
This huge circle, and each person goes around and says what they're thankful for. And the first time I experienced that was November of 2012, and I just remember just being just overwhelmed with joy.
you thought it was the coolest shit
Yeah, I
ever.
was like, oh my god, let's go again. Like, this is great. Let's go again. They had like the games and everything, but I,
Because when you have a big family, you have to organize for this event. Because if not, I think
clearly,
this is why families don't have family gatherings. Is because you get there and it's stale. And nobody wants to be in a stale place because then all of a sudden now we start throwing darts. Now
yeah,
you can throw a dart in a random crowd at the club, but you can't throw a random dart at grandma's old house
no,
because people gonna start saying some random real stuff to you.
they're
So
gonna take
have
you
to
out.
you have to come up with stuff to do. I've learned that a little bit. Just throw that in there.
He
I
didn't throw a
learned that.
few parties and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, but
But I don't
that
like the big family thing.
you do or you don't.
And that's crazy. Like I like it, but I like to do for my family.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Uh, I'm only kid. So I still like ISO time, and nobody gives you ISO time. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody's trying to give you ISO time if you I feel like this, if you're a good person, people not trying to give you ISO time.
Oh,
It's not. It's
help
not.
me out here.
Uh, yeah. You looking at Coop. I'm talking the Piper right by my foot. Like you just don't get no ISO time. Like it don't happen. So that's why I'm like, but the more people you have, the more that they can isolate with those people, then you can get your isolation. So
That's why I
I've
try to get
seen
my
it.
isolators together.
I've seen it. I've dated in families where there was 6 siblings. You know what I'm saying? Just like my mom. It was 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? A big family. But from my standpoint, I'm like, mm-mm.
Yeah, I've definitely dated someone that I think was one of 8 or 9.
I've
Yeah.
done it multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple people I've dated that had 6 siblings, just like my mama.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's the only one that I was like, that's a big family.
Mm.
Um, I mean, yeah, 3, 4, kind of like us, but not 8, 9. Which I was like, man, you always have someone to play with. I think that's what I was like,
Always
Emily,
something
like,
going
you
on.
always have someone to play with.
You go around them, and as an only kid, it's chaos. All right. If you don't have control of yourself, it is chaos. All
Make
right.
it stop. It's true, because if you think about it, just with the age gap with me and my siblings, I kind of came up as an only child for a while. So when I would go into certain play, I'm like, we don't function like this. We don't.
Or you assimilate, and then you don't have the capacity to deal with it because they're used to this, and you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and all of a sudden, wow! When I was a kid, and they done put me in my, the
Hmm.
mama done put me in my place. Yeah, put them back over there in the only kid section.
He's not ready yet.
He's not ready yet. He's
He's
not
not
ready.
ready. He's not ready. He's not
So,
ready.
yeah, it can be overload. Okay.
I forgot how we even got here.
It was a little bit of culture check. That was a little
Oh gosh. Cause yeah, okay. Because that was so. It was like we hit every point, every bullet point, and just right there. So there we go.
you were talking, and then I just flow with it. We ain't have to say, and your turn.
I don't listen. I was like,
uh-uh.
listen.
We hit it.
Okay, so we gonna move on to the foolishness files. I didn't have a new ditty for that one. Foolishness,
Uh-oh.
foolishness files.
Uh-oh.
Wait, files. Okay, I'm gonna come up with some little catchy ditties. Okay. Oh my gosh, what? As bad as I want to ask, how's it going over there in New York? After the reckoning,
What happened? What reckoning?
since we were foolishness files, the documentary of Diddy on Netflix.
I would have to throw that back to you because I have not checked it out yet. It's been a busy week. It's been look, Ronnika, I'm gonna tell you, and then I'm gonna send it to you, and it is your turn.
Okay.
It's been so busy this week that I didn't even know I was on vacation, and I worked an overnight shift. How about that? All right. So I'm just gonna send it back to you with Diddy.
Forward
It was,
expectation.
yeah, it was bad this week. Bad this week.
Well, guys, if we want to talk about foolishness files, that is one of them. I know we're supposed to be talking about people trying to take plates home before eating and all that. Packing up, bringing to go containers and all that. I don't frown upon that. I don't. When it becomes excessive, then yes, it's like, oh yeah, just take a plate to go. Sure. But I can't say that because this year, because I'm gonna get back to the reckoning, but I just want to talk about how I was blessed this year. I joked about having, because we don't do the traditional Thanksgiving meal anymore. We just want to get together and we want to have like little finger foods. We just don't you start. Don't you start. We ain't asking for all of that extra stuff
We're
like the
over.
turkey.
If you're doing that, I'm not showing up.
Well, that's all right. You come here last.
I'm not
You
coming.
come here last.
I will wait until the next holiday.
There was
Because
a sweet potato pie here.
do y'all do that for Christmas too? I'll catch y'all the day after. No,
Well,
we ain't doing the holidays over there. All right.
I said come over last. Like I'm the party house. I'm at the end. Okay.
So
Thank you. Thank you. So I was at work and I was joking because one of my teammates is always talking about how she goes away for Thanksgiving and the cook is this, and this. And I was like, all right, well, tell that cook to set me aside some mac and cheese and some greens. Mind you, I know the cook, so I was messing with her. So I was like, okay, I'm finna put them in a group chat and say, all right, y'all over here on Facebook talking about what y'all cooking and all this, and it's just such a what is it? The Olympics for chefs all year long. They go show out on Thanksgiving, so I'm ready for somebody to show out with that mac and cheese and them grates.
ooh.
I'm gonna lean into the mic and say this, nigga. That an ancestor told her to make it the way that she made it because, listen, wait, and I have pictures, so I know I put a whole video out on social media because I was like, this is next level. Okay, she as in Denise delivered the food to me. Gina is the cook. Gina is Gen X. I had to think like Gina's Gen X. So I mean,
so they still doing it.
Yes.
And they still doing it.
Yeah, they still doing it well now. You know
Right.
it, damn it. Okay, shoot.
All right.
Okay.
The LL Cool J era. All right.
Focus. Focus.
Yeah.
It was a tin foil container, literally like this. It was pretty big, deep dish, and it came to me and it said, "Okay." The directions was.
It said, "Talk to me."
It said, "Talk to me, baby." That's what it said. So the greens were already cooked. I have to tell you a story about the greens too, so let me hold on for that one. Okay, the mac and cheese came, and I took the foil off, and I was like, "Okay, all right." I get a text. It was like weird. I get a text that says, "Preheat the oven for 350." And put the mac and cheese in the oven until the cheese melts and turns golden brown.
It came with directions, man. It came ready with directions. Come on now.
While I was waiting for that to warm up, I was able to eat the greens. My sister would joke about, oh, greens is good if you can drink the juice. I'm so grateful in the season that someone took my joke seriously.
Not grateful in the
and it was like it was enough to share, but like you heard me say that everybody was gone, so I didn't even say that I had it until they saw it on social media. Be like, you dirty trick! Hey, you already left, and it was going to be a snowstorm, so don't worry about it. But I can tell you that it was great. So about the greens, the cook, from what I heard, and she gonna laugh when she. Okay, the cook had made a big pot of greens for I think her in-laws to take back with them. Mm-hmm. And she put it, I guess, outside or somewhere because it was cold. She put it outside, but it wasn't cold enough that the greens spoiled. The only ones that did not spoil was my container.
Wow! So she lost all those greens. Wow.
So I mean, they had some for the holiday, but like the big take-home pot.
The big one. We got this. Baby, we got these for Christmas.
So they were like, okay, so she won't know if we take them. So should we just divvy up the... So I'm so grateful again that they thought enough of me. It was like, we're not even going to dig into her greens. We're going to we promised that she was going to get some, and he did. But still, it was a blessing from Jesus on high. It was great. It was
Was
great.
it was it collard?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, greens are good. Question. Look, follow up. Um, what was there any meat in it?
I think so. Goodness.
Woo! He didn't like it. Wasn't no meat in it
I'm
either.
like,
Me
is somebody
either.
out
I'm a meat source too.
there? He hears an animal. Hey, get together. Anyways, so yes, I was blessed beyond measure for the holiday. I know when my aunts see this, they're gonna be like, "Girl, you could have." I know I could have, but I was joking with someone, and they actually delivered a full size of sides, and I'm so again in this season, this thankful season
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm 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 at all, at all, at all. Are you ready? I can't believe we're already here. Rapid fire. Oh, we're really here? Oh, I like that. Didn't yes, like people's chorus.
Dun, dun, dun. Come on now. Dun, dun, dun.
Judge Wapner.
Yeah, a real people's court.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was mean as hell on the TV. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, you need to do this.
I'm like,
You
damn,
need
are
to
you
do
nice
that.
to anybody? Sheesh. Just be watching it right over Granny's house. Okay. Ready?
Basically, I was watching it at my granny house too. That's the only place I watched it. We watched it on channel 2 or 3. It was either 2 or 3, I can't remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And some days it worked, and some days it didn't.
Channel 5 was, I think, NBC.
Yeah, 5 or 8.
Yep. Okay. Oh, yeah, because you can flip back and forth. Yeah.
I was in
Yeah.
that look, I was in that era.
Mm-hmm,
Ha,
mm-hmm.
put me in, coach.
Will there be one? Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
We may revisit and you may repeat this, but because it's rapid, we're going to let it ride. What's one thing you're grateful for this week?
One thing that I am grateful for this week, um, good weather. Because every place that I used to be around has a lot of snow, and I've been like driving a lot, and the stressor of driving is a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to have snow on the road,
Ooh.
um,
Yeah.
and then my best friend said that they were in a car accident yesterday. So, yep. But they're fine. They're good.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Yep. But yep. So that let me know that I am very grateful, thankful for
Grateful for good neighbors. I think that is,
essential.
man, when you come home, that is your place of peace and refuge. And with me saying that there was a whole snowstorm this week, like there was no school on Monday, and the neighbor saw my mom, and I know she's gonna watch this. She saw her shoveling because I was against it. I'm like shoveling, and he came and plowed out the driveway. So I said, thank goodness.
Mm, that was so
Thank
nice.
goodness. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm grateful for good neighbors.
You know, I don't even talk to mine.
I mean, that's different. That's the New York way. Mm-hmm.
I don't. That's let me give you a hard shift. I don't at
Mm-hmm.
all.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know these people. These people don't want to know me.
Mm, they might, but you like, nah.
Mm-mm. I'm good.
Okay, a food you're most thankful for.
Dressing, love it. So simple, but it's so much that goes with it. It takes so much 'cause you got to make the cornbread. You got to make it. And then you gotta let it sit for a day. Some people will do it like straight right on, but if you really want to let it let it sit. The next day, you gotta boil some turkey. Gotta flavor it up. Gotta flavor it up. Gotta flavor it up.
Gotta flavor it up.
Now you gotta chop, 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 and then put it on. I mean, if you want to know more, I can tell you. But yeah, dressing is amazing to me. It is great. I think it's the best. Uh, Yeah, yeah. It's the best side. It's the best side. And baked macaroni and cheese is, like you just said, hey, it speaks for itself.
Yes.
But everybody don't know how to cook dressing. So no shout outs to the people that do dressing, you know.
Okay.
And the sidebar over here, they don't call it dressing. They call it stuffing. But when I grew up, stuffing was stovetop stuffing, and that ain't dressing. So at all. 10 toes down on that. If you talk about I want to make you some stovetop, you what you trying to do? Give me that little Costco or that Sam's Club little thing with the little the little
You want me to have the runs? Oh, not you. Okay.
I don't know what those
No,
are.
I was just throwing that. I just wanted to be for dramatic effect.
No, I'm messing with you.
I had
That's
a
how
whole
bad. That's how bad it is, everybody. We won't get that endorsement.
the red box. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. I saw it over there in the trash. It's a no. Okay. I think I've made dressing twice in my life, and the first time I made it, the Kojic Church rejoiced. So just know, I'm holding on to that
Oh, nice.
victory. I'm holding on to that victory.
Some people say victory is mine. I'm just telling you. So
Cut the mics. Cut the mics. We can't even get through rapid fire.
right.
This song instantly puts you in a thankful mood.
Not instantly, and it takes me forever to respond.
Right. Because I'm going to go to the next one. One person you bring for
Hang on the
Friendsgiving.
mistletoe, I'm going. Donnie Hathaway.
Yes. I'm going to.
This
This Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah. That was going to be mine. So I guess, okay, we saw that. One person you'd bring to Friendsgiving.
Ronnika. Yeah, I'm definitely bringing a Ronnika with me. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, because I don't have to do anything. I basically came solo, but they're gonna be like, "She's so great." So I ain't worried about it. So we about to blow the cap off this.
We bringing each other. Got it. Okay.
Nah,
Got
I'm just
it.
saying. I'm just saying. That's the first person came to my mind. I'm taking you. Come on now.
I said, no matter what I said, married, single, or not, Jeffrey gonna always be my plus one. Duh.
Hey, look,
Duh.
or plus one plus the other.
I'm just saying.
Look, they changed titles.
All right, next one, the last one. One holiday tradition that needs to retire.
Christopher Columbus Day. 10 toes.
It said one holiday tradition, so that was
Well, that's a tradition because there was a lie. So I just need it out the books. That's it. So, I stand 10 toes down on that. I want it out the books.
okay.
That's what we're
Okay.
doing now. Take it out the books.
Yes. Yes. So
As the old folks would say in the church, take it off the rolls.
take it off. Take it off. So mine would be since you're gonna use Columbus Day, mine is gonna be Sweetest Day.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't understand why it's the guys don't even remember or know that it's a day. And is it supposed to be for y'all?
Typically, the guys don't remember because it's so much that's going on. Because you're gonna throw Sweetest Day in there
In
in
October.
October. We already know November. We got to pay for all this damn food for Thanksgiving for all these people that we don't really even know. And then we go right into December and it's gifts and gifts and gifts. And look, and then look, come on now, it's enough going on. Like, isn't rent due or the mortgage due and all
Let's
that
do
stuff? Yeah. So no, no. But I do want to get back to a holiday tradition. I'm gonna let you go. You go first, and then I'll understand the question better.
a tradition. And I already know I'm gonna be stoned. And it's okay because, some people have said, yeah, we only have this food once a year. I understand that. But the tradition of we ain't gotta have all this stuff at the table. Like I just want to be around y'all. All this
Well,
food.
people gonna get hungry. They gonna
Yeah,
get hungry.
but does it have to be the traditional Thanksgiving food?
What you gonna put at the table?
Other
The
stuff.
reason why I push back on that is if you do cut that, you're never gonna have that. Like nobody makes dressing on May the 15th.
They do at soul food restaurants on a
Yeah,
Sunday.
but
Oh,
those
okay.
that trash
Okay, wait.
because and what I mean by trash and I do not want to trash any soul food restaurant. But what I meant by that is your own family's recipe, you lose all of that along the way.
Can get with that. I done lost my freaking train of thought.
That was it. You just want to get rid of the
I
southern
don't.
food. That's what you do.
I know what. Okay.
I knew how to bring you back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with a grandmother that cooked like that every Sunday, Thanksgiving wasn't really like, oh, I'm looking forward to this. Like for certain people, it was like, oh, I know I'm going to have chitlins on that day, or I'm going to have this on that day. But no, Betty Jean, really all of them, all my girl was cooking like that every Sunday. It would be if she feeling froggy or if something is finna go bad, then she has 2 or 3 meats. But we always had at least one meat, enough like to feed at least an army, and 3 sides. I'm like, how many sides and a dessert? When did you start cooking? This is all done by 11 a.m. on a Sunday?
Totally, and I respect it. I just want to
Yes.
say earlier in the episode, I respect it. However, those skill sets are gone,
Mm,
and I'm not. And I will trade off having those big dinners with too much food and not lose those skill sets then to what we are at now. That
yeah.
I can't reach out and be like, can I? And all of a sudden they trying to give me tacos. My grandma ain't never made no damn taco. So that's it. You got stone. But I'll go to a tradition. A tradition that a tradition that I would give up. When I was growing up in my 20s, I
Mhm.
used to hate the get together. Hate them. Hated them. Because always somebody was gonna be insulted.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't want
Yeah.
that conflict
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah.
But a family tradition that I would uh get rid of is the have a blessed day text in the group family. I'm over it because typically it's a meme or something of that nature. I could see if it was like you type out da da da. Like no, you just click and send. I'm over it. I had no genuine anything with it. I'm done with it. In the tradition. End it.
That's how you end it. Okay, you all. Whoa. We want to encourage you all to reflect on your gratitude list, big or small. But we also want to acknowledge those that are navigating grief or loneliness during the holidays and offering love and support there. Because, I mean, clearly we've been there, missing someone, having that empty chair that is there.
Absolutely.
Is something you won't ever forget. But this time of year, you're able to reflect, be thankful, and more than anything, share those memories. I love a good story, especially about my dad. Pull me to the side, or I have one cousin that'll say, "I noticed this about you that your dad loved to do." I was like, I wouldn't have known that if you wouldn't have told me that. Thank you.
Hmm.
So that's what I think about during this season is yeah, we don't get together like we used to, but
Look, as an only child, look, I like those stories. Like, tell me about my mama,
yeah.
but I like to tell them.
Oh, that too. Yes.
I like to tell them.
Yes.
I
Yes.
know anybody that's been around me, they like, okay, all right,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I'll tell you a story. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah. So we just want to invite you all to, share those thankful stories. I mean, sometimes it's 2025 has done a number on several of us. If I get one more text about somebody that died this year, I was like, okay, just don't let me know no more because it's been a lot. So I am just thankful to be able to be on this podcast with Jeffrey and share these stories. So every day I am thankful for being able to do that. So Jeffrey, what do you have going on moving forward?
Well, I just do want to, excuse me, I do want to give a condolence, as we give a shift, as we talk about thankful and his family. I grew up in the church, so I know my pastor's family, which is the McAfee family. Uh, and it's amazing. I look at it from this standpoint as in, you know, um, we lost our first lady, and people would say, "Well, what is a first lady?" As in the lady is the wife of the pastor who's leading the flock, and then that individual weathers the storm just as much without
Yes.
a voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So uh, to be there and not be able to be a voice, I I could do it, and be able to nurture generations, you know. So my condolences to the family, what she's done for me individually.
Mm.
I even told a story about her last night. Um, just understanding that whether she was in the choir or yeah, just overall impact. Yeah, it's it's a lot. It's a lot. It's
Mhm.
one that I looked at it from my perspective, Ronnika, because she's a part of my grandmother's era. As in, like, when I think of the people that when I was a kid, they were the elders.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
she's the last elder
Yeah.
that passed away. So
Mhm.
I look at like their friends prior. They started to pass away like 2000. So in a 25-year period, you lose all your people.
Mhm.
I just look at it like, man, life is something else. So, you know, grasp upon each other. You know, I know the family will. They have a
Yeah.
huge family
Yeah.
across this country. Um, need something, reach out. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the McAfee family and First Lady of McAfee.
And
Condolences.
absolutely. My memories is for a long time I thought that they were related to us because they were coming to our family reunions with my aunt Ernestine and my grandma. So they would load up in the big B van, and if you know, you know the Buchanan van,
Mm-hmm.
and
That
ride
that blue bee,
that blue B on the back.
that blue bee on the back.
They would load up because there was a bed in there and everything. There was a mattress, and they would load up in there and be in Detroit with us for the whole weekend at our family reunion. So it's a video. It's in a tucked away private area, but I think my dad is narrating, so he's recording, and he said, "There go Rev and First Lady." But my mom was saying that Pastor McAfee, Milton McAfee, was crazy about his wife, like
Oh, man,
crazy about her.
yeah,
He
you.
adored her. He took care of her. So, um, I find peace and joy in knowing that they're both resting in the Lord. And but she was a quiet but powerful force.
Firm,
When it,
firm, firm.
yeah,
It's
so
super fast and stuff. Yeah, firm.
mhm. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely for me too. Cuz that is the church that my mother was baptized, married, and the church that we had the funerals for my grandparents. So, that family and that church means so much to us. So, definitely thinking and praying for you all. I know that the services will be, I believe, next. Thursday. So
For me, I think it's 12, 12, 12.
yeah, is it? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, but yeah, you all love you all. Clearly, you all have poured a lot into the two of us, and forever grateful.
Mm.
Since we're talking about gratitude, forever grateful for y'all. Jeffrey, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Facebook, Jeffrey JEFFREYBOOKER, or you can find me on Instagram, uh, at Mr. Fantastic World at MRFANTASTIC World. Um, or you can find us on the on Facebook. We do the late night show on Thursday night after 10 p.m. You can reach us and go from there.
Perfect. You can find me on IG, RONNIKA.Williams. I have been quite active on there, so I would definitely follow me on, on IG. Been having some fun over there. And I'm also the same. Huh?
That band picture.
Oh man. It did
Like
numbers! It did
like
numbers. Yeah.
every person that I show it to, they're like, so y'all know each other. Oh, so y'all ain't out here BSing, yeah.
Mm-mm.
And even in that picture, I knew her 10 years.
Yes. At least. Yeah, more than that. More than that. That was yeah, you're right. Yep. A little over 10 in that one. Um, but we want to, okay, you all know where to listen, you know where to watch, but be sure that we love when you all give us feedback. We've been getting feedback, and it's like, oh my gosh, you listen, you. So, hey, our homies, we so appreciate you all
Thank
listening
you.
and engaging with the content, but also be sure to share with the homie so we can all be homies. And get into this story time because we do. We're entertaining. Look at us, we're entertaining. So, hello. So, so you all until we see you all next week, but we are wrapping this episode of Please Do Tell podcast again. Be sure to like, share, subscribe on YouTube because watch it on YouTube. But we will see you all next week. But until then, this is Please Do Tell.
And please do.
And we out. Holla. As I'm looking for the thing.
Only got the ending right.
Stop yet.